Hello and welcome to Drunk on Tea. This box set has just been released, the new Lord of the Rings starter set for the War of the Rohirrim, and I have a little under 12 hours to get everything built before a friend comes over for some introductory games. Before I can have a chance to get some games, let's have a look and see what's inside. You can see it's a box full of plastic, as with most Games Workshop introductory sets. First of all, I've got the ruler. I probably won't be using this, I've got tape measures and things, but it's useful for someone getting new into the hobby. Nice big bag of bases. First sprue I've got here, it's the new Rohan Warriors sprue. First plastic kit for Lord of the Rings that's been resculpted. These guys look absolutely fantastic. And there's also the new Hill Tribesmen or Wildmen of Dunland sprue. So many parts on these, huge upgrade from the old ones where they were just basically one single model. So I've got 2 sprues of the Warriors and 2 sprues of the Hill Tribesmen. Here I've got the good hero sprue. So there's 2 heroes on here, both footed and mounted. And here I've got the evil hero sprue. Once again, footed and mounted for both of the heroes. And now I've got 4 sprues that are all the same for the Rohan houses. These make great scenery. I've built a couple of these up before. They really do add some interest to your games. They're a little bit of a pain to make, but they are nice looking houses once they're done. As always, we've got the little bit of card to protect all your books and everything else from the sprues. Got the same artwork that's on the front. Very nice bit of art, but ultimately this part's pointless. And I've got a couple of pouches. So this one's the playmat, because they give you a nice little paper board for the introductory games. This is the rules pack, so the introduction scenarios and the building instructions. The new rules manual, laid out much like the old one. I know there's a few new rules. I'll have a good time reading this later. And the final thing in this set, underneath this cardboard insert, are the dice. They say Battle of Osgiliath, which is the old starter set, but they're just red and blue dice. You can never have too many dice for your games of Warhammer. So now it's time to start building the models. So I've got less than 12 hours until my friend's coming. I normally only play with painted models, but for this case, I'll make an exception and play with grey plastic. So I've got to find the first parts I need to cut out. I'm going to snip these off from the sprue. As always, clean the connection points up. Doing this with a scalpel blade, just removing any flash, any nubs, any mould lines, anything like that. As brand new sculpts, these won't need too much cleaning up. There won't be mould lines really or anything. They are very nice, crisp casting. Unlike the old ones that have horrid mould lines going over the faces and things. And now I'm just applying a little bit of glue into the connection point. And sticking in the arm. As always with these modern sculpts, the way you build them is a little bit weird. They obviously are going to end up being monopose, but they are really nice looking sculpts, so they will look really great. And they do look very similar to the old ones, so you can still play your old Warriors of Rohan alongside these new ones. So now I've snipped out the body, cleaned that up. And now I'm just applying the main body to the model. So following the instructions, very carefully doing exactly as they say. Here comes one of the parts I'm most worried about with these models. The faces come as 2 parts. So the face and the helmet come separately. You can imagine some people have these pinging across the floor, be hunting for ages trying to find the faces to their Rohan Warriors. So just be really careful when it comes to this part. Glue the face to the helmet and then attach it to the rest of the warrior. So always make sure you dry fit before gluing these models, just to make sure that you get everything lined up perfectly and how it's supposed to go. When it comes to weapons, you get a good mix of weapons on this sprue. So you've got 4 with spears, 4 with hand weapons, and 4 with bow. Makes it for a nice mixture of things in your units. Gives some interest to your games. So after attaching the spear, the final thing I've got to attach is the shield here. For painting, it may be easier to leave these off and apply them afterwards. But for now, I'm just gluing it straight onto the model. And then finally, just going to glue the model to the base. Make sure it sticks and holds in place. And there is the first of the Rohan Warriors complete. Now I've just got 23 more of these guys to go, and I've built all of the warriors. And after several hours, here we have all 24 Rohan Warriors built up and ready for my game tomorrow. They look really great, nice variety of poses. And now it's time to do the Hill Tribesmen. So these models will make great replacements for the old Wildmen of Dunland, which I know have been retired. They used to be a metal kit, but now we've got nice plastic ones, so they're a lot easier and cheaper. Much like before, I'm taking all the parts off the sprue in the orders it says in the instructions, cleaning up all the connection points, and then gluing the models together. If you're not doing like me with a short time frame, obviously build up all your Rohan, take a break, and then move on to the next. This is a lot of construction work going on here, and they're very fiddly parts. One of the things that I do prefer about older sprues is that the parts were much easier to get together. Modern GW kits are very fiddly, especially if, like me, you've got big fat fingers. But the end result are fantastic models, as long as you take your time, build them to the instructions, and make sure everything fits nice and flush. So with these kits, you don't really get any gaps or anything like that. Everything fits nice and square. Just got to make sure you dry fit everything before gluing, so you get everything in the right place. I mean, this Hill Tribe set comes with 2 different heads for every model. Some of them have even got weapon options as well. And the 2-handed are a little bit of a pain to fit together, just to get them lined up. But once you do, they fit up perfectly. And this is my main gripe with this kit. a lot of the models only have 1 foot in contact with the base. So you've got to make sure you get a strong bond. Some of them don't seem too firmly attached. And with that first Wildman done, it's time to build 23 more. And that is all 24 of the Hill Tribesmen done. Great looking models, nice variety of poses and weapons on them. If you're enjoying the video, please press like. If you want more videos, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. If you would like to support the channel and become a member, please press the join button down below. Now it's time to build the 2 Rohan houses. See, the sprue has loads of options for different things. You can build loads of different shapes and styles, mix the kits together to create really large houses. I'm just going for 2 basic ones here. Not even going to bother building the outhouse. It's getting really late. I'm getting tired. Just need to get these models done, ready for my games tomorrow. So I'm snipping off all the side parts. This is obviously done across 2 sprues, because everything's doubled up. I'm gluing the panels together with these connection points here, so there's straight ones and corner ones. And a little bit awkward to get fully lined up, but they will fit nice and flush. And once you've built one side, do much the same for the other side and the 2 ends. So just keep building the walls together. And it's time to build the frame to the house. So just glue all 4 walls. Build a nice box. Okay, it will fit nice and flush, especially once they're all together. Now it's on to building the top of the roof. It's going to have to build this twice as a mirror version of itself. Just follow the instructions. It talks through the process. It's nice and simple. Just takes a little while. You just got to make sure that you are doing everything as the mirror. Now simply attach this part to the main body of the house to give us that nice slopey roof. We can then attach the iconic Rohan thatched roof on top. So there are lots of different parts. They all fit together really easily. You just keep building them up. And then it's time to apply the roof. And there we've got the first of the Rohan houses. Great looking kit. And now it's time to repeat once again. And that is both of the Rohan houses built, including some of the little additional scenery parts. And here's the entire content of the box, built up just in time for the games that I managed to play. The new edition plays absolutely great, much like the last edition. The rules haven't changed much at all. The new models have some interesting rules. New heroes do mix up the game a bit and add some new interesting synergies and dynamics. So if you're looking to get into Lord of the Rings or the Middle-earth strategy battle game, I highly recommend picking up this starter set. It's a great kit to get you started. These armies can be easily built on to improve your games. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments down below, which of these models would you like to see me paint up first? And as always, an extra special thank you to Jenkins, our Tea Lover channel member. Thank you so much for the support. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And happy building!